Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina stresses greater cooperation with neighbours as outgoing Indian High Commissioner Riva Ganguly Das called on her. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chinese Communist Party greet Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on her 74th birthday tomorrow. Attorney General Mahbube Alam expires this evening at Combined Military Hospital. President and Prime Minister condole. Government on firm stand against Sylhet incident as Prime Minister asked culprits to be brought to justice, says Obaidul Qadir. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's life, tale of struggle that made Bangladesh global role model of development, comments Information Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. Global death toll from COVID-19 crosses 1 million with over 3 crore 30 lakh 99,000 contaminations and 2 crore 44 lakh 50,000 recoveries. And Real Madrid beat Real Betis 3-2 in Spanish La Liga football. Assalamu alaikum. Gulstan Ahmed welcoming you all to news at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Centre. You have heard the headlines, now moving on to the details of the stories. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina stressed the need for better cooperation with the neighbouring countries for the development of the people of the region. Country's foreign policy is friendship to all and malice to none. The government always thinks that better cooperation with the neighbouring countries is firstly needed for the development of the people of the region. She said when outgoing Indian High Commissioner to Bangladesh, Riva Ganguly Das, called on her at Ganabhavan this morning. Sheikh Hasina also said the neighbouring countries can use Bangladesh Chattogram, Sylhet and Soitpur airports for their convenience. After the meeting, Press Secretary Ehsanul Karim briefed reporters. He said Riva Ganguly appreciated the steps Bangladesh has taken under the leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina to contain the pandemic. The Indian envoy also lauded Bangladesh economic development under the leadership of the Prime Minister amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Principal Secretary to the Prime Minister Dr. Ahmed Kaikos and Indian Deputy High Commissioner in Bangladesh Vishwadip they were present on the occasion. Indian High Commissioner to Bangladesh Riva Ganguly Das paid her farewell call on President Mahmoud Abdul Hamid at Bongo Bhavan this evening. Later, in a briefing, President's Press Secretary Mohammad Jainal Abidin told that during the meeting, the outgoing Indian High Commissioner expressed gratitude to the President for extending cooperation in discharging her duties. President Mahmoud Abdul Hamid thanked the outgoing Indian High Commissioner for successful completion of her tenure in Bangladesh. The President said trade and investment between the two countries have increased as a result of road, rail, sea and air connectivity between Bangladesh and India. Lauding the initiative taken to transport goods experimentally by sea from Kolkata, the President expressed hope that multi-dimensional communication between the two countries would expand in the days to come. President Abdul Hamid said India is the closest neighbour and trusted friend of Bangladesh from the time of the Liberation War in 1971. Secretary attached to the President's office, Mohammad Wahidul Islam Khan, were present. The 74th birthday of Prime Minister and Bangladesh Awami League President Sheikh Hasina will be celebrated across the country tomorrow. Sheikh Hasina, the eldest of the 5 children of Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and Begum Fazlatun Nessa, was born at Tungipara in Gopalganj on September 28 in 1947. On the occasion, discussions, milad and dua mahfils, special prayers and photo exhibitions will be organized in the capital and different parts of the country, abiding by the appropriate health rules. After the assassination of her parents in 1975, Sheikh Hasina and her family were offered political asylum in India, where she stayed till 1981 when she was elected as the president of the Army League in her absence. Sheikh Hasina returned home on May 17, 1981, when she was greeted by a mammoth crowd that extended from the airport to Farmgate and Manikmia Avenue, and she was addressed a public rally. In the 1986 parliamentary election, Sheikh Hasina was elected as parliament member from 3 different constituencies. After the overthrow of autocracy in 1990, she was elected as the leader of the opposition in the House. Sheikh Hasina assumed office of the Prime Minister for 3rd consecutive term with a thumping victory in general elections in December 2018. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has extended heartiest congratulations to Bangladesh Premier Sheikh Hasina on the occasion of her 74th birthday, to be celebrated tomorrow. Press Secretary to the Prime Minister Ihsanul Karim said on the eve of the occasion, outgoing Indian High Commissioner to Bangladesh Riva Ganguly Das handed over Narendra Modi's letter along with a flower bouquet to the Prime Minister today. He said the Indian envoy handed over the letter when she made her farewell call on the Premier at Ganabhavan this morning. The Indian Premier wished Sheikh Hasina good health and happiness and many more years in the service of the people of Bangladesh. He lauded Bangladesh economic development under the leadership of the Prime Minister. Attorney General Mahbub Alam breathed his last tonight as he was undergoing treatment at Dhaka Combined Military Hospital. Inna lillahi wa inna ilahi rajiun. He was admitted to the CMH with high temperature on September 4, where he was tested positive for COVID-19, and 14 days later he was moved to the intensive care unit of the facility as his health condition worsened. Mahbub Alam held the office of the Attorney General for Bangladesh since January 13 of 2009. He is also holding the office of the Chairman of Bangladesh Bar Council. Immediately after the news broke, President Mahmoud Abdul Hamid and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina expressed their profound shock and sorrow and prayed for eternal peace of the departed soul and conveyed deep sympathy to the bereaved family. Army League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir has said the government will take tough action in the incident of Sylhet. He said the Prime Minister has directed to bring the culprits to book and no one will be spared. Obaidul Qadir made the remarks while distributing high-quality seeds among the farmers, assistance materials among the disabled, and high-quality masks among various hospitals at a meeting of Army League held at 23 Bangabandhu Avenue on the occasion of birthday of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina through video conference today. Obaidul Qadir said BNP is trying to question the Pabna by-polls by not staying in the election field. Their participation in the by-polls was to show the people, he added.
জনগণ আর বিএনপির মিথ্যাচারে বিশ্বাস করে না। দলের কর্মীরা নির্বাচন করতে চাইলেও নেতারা দিচ্ছেন না। তারা জনগণের মনের কথাই তো বুঝেন না, দলের কর্মীদের মনের কথাও বুঝতে পারে না। লোক দেখানো অংশগ্রহণে বিএনপি তৃণমূলের নেতা কর্মীরা কেন্দ্রীয় নেতৃত্বের উপর ক্ষুব্ধ। নির্বাচনে হারার আগেই হেরে যাওয়া দাম্ভিক বৃত্ত থেকে বিএনপি এখনো বেরিয়ে আসতে পারেনি। সিলেটের ঘটনার ব্যাপারে আমি বলতে চাই, সরকারের অবস্থান এখানে অত্যন্ত কঠোর। কোনো অবস্থাতে অপরাধী যেই হোক তাকে ছাড় দেওয়া হবে না, তাকে বিচারের আওতায় আনা হবে, এটাই শেখ হাসিনার নির্দেশ।
Expressing his heartiest greetings to daughter of Bangabandhu Sheikh Hasina on her birthday, Army League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir said people's welfare through politics is the philosophy of Sheikh Hasina's politics.
রাজনীতির দর্শন, তার রাজনীতির মূল মন্ত্র হলো জনগণের জীবন মান উন্নয়ন, তিনি বাংলার মেহনতি দুঃখী মানুষের মুখে হাসি ফোটানোর জন্য নিজের জীবনকে উৎসর্গ করতেও প্রস্তুত।
Awami League President member Begum Motia Chaudhary presided over the function, while Awami League Joint General Secretary Mahbubul Alam Hanif, Relief and Social Welfare Secretary Shujit Roy Nandi, Health and Population Affairs Secretary Dr. Rokeya Sultana, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib Medical University Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. Konok Kanti Borua and Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib Science and Technology University Vice Chancellor Dr. A.Q.M. Mahbub spoke among others. Information Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood has said the life of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is a sketch of a long struggling soul. He made the comment at his Secretariat office today while unveiling a book titled Sheikh Hasinar Jibon Kotha, authored by journalist Shaban Mahmood. The Information Minister also said Bangladesh, led by Sheikh Hasina, has now turned into a role model for development in the world, and the country will reach its long-desired pinnacle under her leadership. Prime Minister's former information...
দেশ যখন শেখ হাসিনার নেতৃত্বে ধাবমান গতিতে এগিয়ে যাচ্ছে, এই অগ্রগতির চাকাকে যারা দুর্নীতি আর দুঃশাসনের মাধ্যমে ঘূর্ণায়মান চাকায় পরিণত করেছিল, তারা এখনো আবার ষড়যন্ত্রের মাধ্যমে দেশের এই অগ্রগতিকে থমকে দিতে চায়। সেজন্য ষড়যন্ত্র থেমে নেই। জননেত্রী শেখ হাসিনার নেতৃত্বে যখন দেশ এগিয়ে যাচ্ছে, তখন ষড়যন্ত্র থেমে নেই। আপনারা জানেন, বঙ্গবন্ধুকে স্বাধীনতার পরাজিত শক্তি, তার রাজনৈতিক প্রতিপক্ষ, তাকে রাজনৈতিকভাবে মোকাবেলা করতে ব্যর্থ হয়ে ষড়যন্ত্রের পথ বেছে নিয়েছিল, এবং সেই ষড়যন্ত্রের মাধ্যমেই, দেশি বিদেশি ষড়যন্ত্রের মাধ্যমে বঙ্গবন্ধুকে হত্যা করা হয়েছিল। আজকেও বঙ্গবন্ধু কন্যা জননেত্রী শেখ হাসিনাকে তার রাজনৈতিক প্রতিপক্ষ, শুধু তার রাজনৈতিক প্রতিপক্ষ নয়, তারা দেশের উন্নয়ন অগ্রগতির প্রতিপক্ষ, দেশের প্রতিপক্ষ। তারা তাকে রাজনৈতিকভাবে মোকাবেলা করতে ব্যর্থ হয়ে ষড়যন্ত্রের পথ বেছে নিয়েছে। সেই জন্যই মধ্যপ্রাচ্যে গোপন বৈঠক হয়, সেখানে পাকিস্তানের গোয়েন্দা সংস্থার প্রতিনিধিরা উপস্থিত থাকে। সেই জন্য ঢাকা শহরেও বিভিন্ন জায়গায় নানা ধরনের বৈঠক হয়। ষড়যন্ত্র হচ্ছে।
Prime Minister's former information advisor and senior journalist Iqbal Subhan Chaudhary, Justice A.H.M. Shamsuddin Chaudhary Manik, editor of Bangladesh Pratidin, Naim Nizam, and Bangladesh Federal Union of Journalists BFUJ Secretary General Shaban Mahmood also spoke. World Tourism Day. The World Tourism Day was observed in the country as elsewhere in the world today. This year's theme of the day is tourism and rural development. The natural beauty, archaeological and historical sites have made Bangladesh tourism prosperous. The government has taken various measures and long-term plans for the flourishment of the tourism so that the country's economic development may be achieved. Meanwhile, government and different organizations organize elaborate programs through virtual platform focusing on recovery plan of the country's tourism sector that was weakened by the COVID-19 pandemic like the entire globe. Environment, Forest and Climate Change Minister Mohammad Shahabuddin said the government is working sincerely to protect the marine environment and biodiversity. He said this while addressing as chief guest at the online underwater nature exhibition and discussion organized by Save Our Sea on the occasion of World Tourism Day this morning. The Environment Minister said the Ministry of the Environment, Forest and Climate Change has declared St. Martin's Island, the area adjacent to Cox's Bazar, Teknaf Beach and the Sundarbans as ecologically critical area to protect the coastal areas of Bangladesh. The exhibition showcases still and video images of the underwater beauty of Bangladeshi divers at home and abroad at the initiative of Save Our Sea, an organization that raises awareness about marine biodiversity conservation. 32 COVID-19 patients died in the last 24 hours in the country, increasing the death toll from the pandemic to 5,161. The recovery count rose to 2,70,491 after another 1,714 recovered during the period. A press release of the Directorate General of the Health Services said today. It said the tally of the infections has surged to 3,59,148 with 1,275 new cases being confirmed. And now moving on to international news. COVID-19 global death toll crosses 10 lakh with more than 3,31,77,000 infected. On the other hand, more than 2,45,04,000 people have recovered so far. The U.S., the current epicenter of the pandemic, has now 72,94,032 confirmed cases and 2,09,236 deaths. India, which is in the second spot in the list of nations worst hit by coronavirus, has now over 60,41,638 cases and 94,971 deaths. In Brazil, the total death toll from COVID-19 is 1,41,441, while 47,18,115 people were infected. And now news from the world of sports. Real Madrid beat Real Betis by. And now to end the 10 p.m. news, the recap of the top stories. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina stresses greater cooperation with neighbors as outgoing Indian High Commissioner Riva Ganguly Das called on her. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chinese Communist Party greet Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on her 74th birthday tomorrow. Attorney General Mahbub Alam expires this evening at Combined Military Hospital. President and Prime Minister condole. Government on firm stand against Sylhet incident as Prime Minister asked culprits to be brought to justice, says Obaidul Qadir. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's life, tale of struggle that made Bangladesh global role model of development, comments Information Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. Global death toll from COVID-19 crosses 1 million with over 3,30,99,000 contaminations and 2,44,50,000 recoveries. And Real Madrid beat Real Betis 3-2 in Spanish La Liga football. And that was all for the 10 p.m. news at the moment. Thank you for staying with us. And we invite you to watch our 11:30 Bangla news. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.